Thailand's foreign ministry spokesman has addressed Cambodia's accusations that Bangkok intends to violate a ceasefire between the two countries. Thailand said that it was committed to cordial relations and international law. Fighting broke out late last month along a disputed part of the border both share, leaving dozens dead and forcing hundreds of thousands of people to flee. Let's go live now to Tony Cheng, who joins us from Bangkok. So, Tony, what more have Thailand and Cambodia been saying about all this then?
Well, tensions really seemed to escalate on Sunday evening when a fairly explosive statement was released by the Cambodian government accusing the local government in Surin province in Thailand of issuing an evacuation order for people to get out from the border areas. They then went on to say that they had heard from the same sources that had informed them about this, that airstrikes were planned on the other side of the border. That was followed very swiftly by denials from Thailand, both on the evacuation order and the airstrikes. And those would certainly be in violation of the ceasefire terms as they stand at the moment. We understand this morning that Cambodia's defense ministry has said things have been quiet overnight on the border. But I think this is exactly the kind of situation we've seen since that ceasefire agreement was signed last week. There have been a fairly numerous number of small breaks, small arms fire. There were 20 Cambodian soldiers who were arrested by the Thai military the day after the ceasefire was agreed. So it's been a pretty tough time up there. That said, we have also seen agreements between the militaries in those regions, and the ceasefire agreement overall does seem to be holding. In Kuala Lumpur this morning, both sides started meetings that'll take 4 days. At the moment, they're just starting to negotiate a general border cooperation agreement. That'll be signed on Thursday by defense ministers from both countries. So the process is working up to a point, but it's very clear that tensions on the border do still remain very high.
Well, yes, and Tony, there are different issues here, aren't there? I mean, tell us more about the issue of soldiers who've been held captive.
Well, yes, those 20 soldiers have been a bone of contention, particularly in Cambodia. It's not exactly clear why they were seized. I think the Thais are saying that they had crossed the border. They've arrested them. The Thais have handed 2 back. They say one was in a poor condition of mental health. The other one had been injured. They have retained 18 because they say they need to get more information from them. Presumably that means an interrogation. But they have also allowed access to the International Red Cross, and they say they are being treated under the terms of the Geneva Convention as prisoners of war. But I think that's going to be one of the issues they'll be talking about in KL. It's going to be 3 days of pretty hard negotiation. But I think what they're working towards is an agreement that widens out the ceasefire as it exists at the moment and can lead to a prolonged peace in that border area. Tensions have been building for months, and we see there are still large numbers of military deployed on both sides. In fact, as we were leaving the area at the end of last week, there was still artillery going in from the Thai side. I think a general demobilization will be part of that, to try and step back from the precipice so that even when these little outbreaks happen, nothing big breaks out.
Tony Cheng live in Bangkok for us there. Thank you.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.